Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside Barlow's Mind. I am Barlow, and today we're going to be looking at the S.T.F. Stepover Toehold Facelock from the Bays YouTube channel. This is starring Shayna Baszler, who is the woman in the middle, and Shayna is a professional wrestler for the WWE, and she was also an MMA fighter. Now, I'm a fan of professional wrestling, and I'm a fan of MMA too, so this is a 2-for-1 for me. So let's get right into this.
And we are going to show you something that you might be familiar with. This is me, Shayna, the Queen of Spades Baszler. I'm here with Charlie, the most difficult and saltiest plant mother on earth. And we're going to show you something that you might be familiar with.
Stepover Toehold Facelock, or S.T.F.
Okay, you guys, so last weekend, or I guess by the time you guys get this, the weekend previous, in the UFC, there was an S.T.F. finish, and it was more of the calf compression, calf slicer, but I'm going to show you the way that I would get into this when I would be submission grappling. So he used an entry from a failed reverse triangle and then went after the leg, which we can go over sometime. But the most common way I used to get this position, and STF stands for Stepover Toehold Facelock. But there's a calf crusher in there on the way. So I'm going to show you the whole progression. I'm going to show you where I used to get it from most commonly, and then the progression, and yeah.
The pro wrestler who is most famous for using this move, at least in recent memory, is John Cena. And the wrestling picture that you saw was John Cena applying it to Dave Bautista. Now I'm very curious to look at the video of her that she just described of the dude in the UFC who applied this move, because it looks very exciting. But let's get back to the video.
We'll go from there. So most of the time, now if you're doing a heel hook properly, and again this is another video, if you're doing the heel hook properly, I'm not doing it this, I'm not pulling the heel this way, so if you're doing the heel hook properly, they can't roll out of it, because you should be going backwards like an armbar, whole other video. But most commonly, you see this a lot, I go for the heel hook, they roll to release the pressure. As they roll, I don't follow. So you've seen these videos of fights and submission grappling tournaments where they roll all across the mat. I don't follow. I just let them roll and catch their foot here. Now, an important thing to note is that if we are in MMA or no-gi grappling, it's slimy and sweaty. So the one place where I can catch is their foot on my shorts. Even if I'm wearing short Vale Tudo style shorts, I can catch the foot there and trap them. Now, as I get here, you'll notice my shin is...
Vale Tudo is more like no holds barred. It was popularized in Brazil.
Compressed in behind the knee. So it acts as a fulcrum for these things to happen. What he did was get up, and he had this knee compression, and he pounded him to death. Now, there's a submission here. The submission is the calf crusher here, which is this. And that's a very painful submission. And if I want to be mean, I can get up here, and I can just skydive down. I don't want to do that because this is bad. So if you can grab me one of those rollers. So if you can imagine for a second, this is my shin bone. And these are my two pieces of leg. This is the knee joint, right? So the knee bends like this. Whoa, this is falling apart. If I put something in the middle and I put enough pressure, you see this joint stretch, pop. Same thing that happens to an elbow with a bicep compression or a short arm scissor. So when people say, you can tough it out, it's just a pain submission, false. That's the calf compression, calf slicer, knee compression, whatever you want to call it, step of that. And just hanging out there and hipping down and skydiving and being able to pound, as we saw in the UFC, wins you a...
Okay, that was pretty cool. So he did the toe hold, but combined it with ground and pound. I like that.
Fight. So yeah, be nice to your training partners. Bonus footage. We're going to go through all 3 steps of the S.T.F. after you hit the calf compression. So, same idea, right? I get this heel hook, she bellies down, the calf compression is next. What I want to do for the S.T.F. is slide my leg all the way through. Whoop. So now it's not the calf compression, but now I have a toe hold. I stepped over, right? I have a toe hold. And what I want to do, what I like to do, you grab the toes and push forward. If you want to make it worse, you grab the pinky toe, twist the foot, and push forward. It's bad. And then there's the face lock. Across the cheekbones.
My ear.
Across the cheekbones.
Oh, my neck.
That just looks very awkward. But it is entertaining.
So, a step over. So, they roll out of the heel hook. You have the calf slicer. You step through. Step over. You have the toe hold face lock. S.T.F. Be nice to your training partners. If you break all your toys, the only toy you'll have left to play with won't want to play very often, and you won't be able to make as many videos.
I feel so bad for her. So that was the video for the Stepover Toehold, starring Shayna Baszler. I really enjoyed watching that, and I do want to go back and watch that fight of the dude doing the Stepover Toehold and combining that with the ground and pound. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.